It's too easy.
I have nothing, guys. I have nothing. I have nothing, guys.
It's too easy. It's too easy. We need more. We need a wheel. In this new and improved ultra mega impossible hardcore challenge, we must reach level 60 using this incredible new add-on where your key tools in navigating this perilous world have been removed. No health bars, no enemy tooltips, no level indicators, nothing but your wit and your determination to laugh in the face of death. As well as spinning a brand new wheel every single level. That's right, one challenge every level until level 60. Some of these may be brutal, some may even be downright unfair, but we will prevail. We will conquer our fear of death, for we are true hardcore WoW players. Or we'll just quit in a couple weeks because we got bored. Oh, did somebody mention TBC Hardcore? Tune in to twitch.tv/DacerGaming to see how that unfolds. No, we must not get distracted. Before we can begin our true challenge, we must first pick our class, and what better way than to let a wheel decide our fate. A druid! Strong potential if we can get to level 20, but a bit boring before then. However, the wheel has spoken, and we shall heed its judgment. I decided on Alliance this time, cause that's what Zaryu started this whole thing with, and I'm trying to make this whole YouTube streaming thing work, you know? Just don't tell Pika.
I'll do whatever I can to put you down, talk negatively about you, and make sure no one knows what's going on your end. Discreetly, of course, but...
Although the 9F starting zone is no easy feat, my dear viewer, for within the branches of Tedrusil lie the most foul monsters to ever be unleashed upon the world of Azeroth. Such creatures like the Night Sabers, or the Spiders. Lest we forget about the weird vine monstrosities. Truly terrifying. Really, there's only two places to be afraid of in Tedrusil: the Barrow Den and the Harpy area. One is the most claustrophobic cave system filled to the brim with furbolgs that hit real hard, heal, and even berserk. With such small spaces and no way to quickly clear the mobs, it's certain death if respawns catch up to you. The other is the Harpy area to the northwestern side of the map. Dense clusters of harpies that cast big spells like Fireball and Lightning Bolt that will easily outpace your damage if you pull more than one at the wrong time. Other than that, it really ain't that bad at all. Regardless, now that we're in the world, we must spin our very first challenge. Oh. Well, I guess we don't even get to show you how easy this place is. And the only viable flight path to get at this current point in time is, Ironforge, really. So we have to make the wetlands run. Great. Actually, no. You know what? This is fine. Because you know what WoW is really about? I know you hear this every classic indie stream, but it's about the journey, man. God's honest truth, that's what it always has and always will be about. There's no true feeling like crossing an entire zone, discovering a new capital city you haven't been to, crossing oceans on a mount you didn't think could even exist, walking across docks that were poorly copy-pasted, but that didn't even cross your mind with how fun the jumping was. Then you finally got to see it. The boat that would take you from one continent all the way to the next. A true marvel of engineering this world could hardly show off so well. And then you arrive at this new undiscovered place filled with people you've never seen before and monsters. Ho, monsters that are so utterly terrifying that you never could imagine ever getting to a level to handle them. This is what World of Warcraft... Wait a minute. What's going on? Oh yeah, I skipped all that, honestly. Who really has the time anymore to just, sit there and run across the whole ass zone only to die to some stupid small croc? Just TP me to Ironforge and we'll call it a day. Alright, thanks. And that, my friends, is an easy first challenge to complete. Oh, I've been watching too much Ludwig. We dinged on our way to Stormwind, so that means we have to spin a new challenge. And this time, we got Crab Walk. Only strafing, no W key. Ha! Not that bad at all for level 2. Well, now we can hearth back and start up Tedrasil for real this time. Of course, we have to start off by killing a bunch of animals, because the Night Elves are terrible people that hate wildlife. Turn that back in to kill more animals. Crab walk over to this guy, whose real job is to keep the stairs clean. Then quickly stop off at this other Night Elf that's got to be cooking up a mean seafood boil, before heading back out and dinging level 3 by annihilating the Night Saber population. Our next spin landed on Stuffed, which simply means I cannot eat or drink whatsoever. We finished decimating the animal population here in Tedrasil. Go back to the first guy and tell him of our efforts, so we can be rewarded with a piece of gear for our conservationist mentality. Hit a quick pit stop to talk to a guy that's way too into spiders and wants us to get their venom by killing them. Truly a nature-loving people through and through. Then we find this guy hiding in a corner who got bit by a spider and needs us to suck the poison out. We didn't like that very much, so we told this girl that, and she said to get a bunch of random things so we can teach that guy a lesson. In our quest to kill some more natural creatures for our own personal gain, we had our first taste of what this new ultra hardcore add-on could do. The lower your percentage HP, the darker your screen would get. The idea here was to introduce some kind of panic as your character was literally on the verge of dying. And you know what? Mission accomplished. That shit is terrifying when that's the only reference you have on your HP. After that traumatic experience, we move on to ding level 4 and get our first positive spin. Uncheck one thing from recommended. Now this add-on does have modes you can use. In case you want to try out a bit of the baby mode or go full send and really hit the hate yourself mode, taking away everything possible and having some extra mechanics added. I already hate myself enough for adding 60 whole challenges every level, so I went a little bit easy on myself and unchecked enemy tooltips so we could at least see a little bit of what was going on again. Lucky for us, we found a starting zone chest, which is guaranteed to have literally nothing of use in there, before killing more innocent creatures for their mushrooms and moss. Finally, we went over to the spiders and got all those venom sacs for that weird dude at the bottom of the ramp, which was actually a great thing to do since he gave us a new whacking stick. Although, now he wanted us to go inside the spider cave and get a big X sac for him, which, again, why? So instead, we put that off, went back to the dryad that told us to kill creatures, and gave us a pair of pants she clearly has no use for. Before going back to our homegirl that's making the anti-creep potion, and getting our next level while we're at it. We hit treat yourself this time, which simply means you must spend all of your money on either the most expensive food and drinks, or something pricey from a vendor. Take this as a chance to also treat yourself IRL, cause is life truly worth living if you don't do so every once in a while? Although, before we could do that, we forgot that little potion had a time limit, and we had to run over there before it wore out. Clearly disappointed in what we brought him instead, he decided to stay there and get bit again, hoping for someone else to come along and suck the venom out. Now that we've finally spoiled ourselves, we've made our way up the ramp to our class trainer, and had no money to train our new class skills due to our previous spending habits. Not learning a single thing, we went all the way back to that spider cave to pick up an egg sac for the spider dude. Weird hobby, but he gave us new stuff, so I'll take it. This time we went all the way to the top of the tree, which was actually kind of scary if I fell off at the wrong spot, but the dude up there wanted us to get some water from a moonwell with our feet in it for some weird reason. We don't kink shame around here, so whatever floats his boat, I guess. With that though, we were finally done with the starting area and could enter into the incredible wilderness of Tedrasil. On the way we met some weird Schedule 1 looking dude who wanted us to kill some animals for his next strand. We hit that next level and got our second good spin for the journey, a free spin. No challenge required other than surviving, which ain't all that hard in the easiest starting zone ever. So with that, we get our last 2 items, head back to our new friend who is maybe a little too invested in his work, but nevertheless we get ourselves a sick new pipe to smoke. Then we finally get to the next hub, Dolinar, and Liz Karen got all mad we helped the guy out and what we were smoking. We do our due diligence in picking up all the new people's quests and head down to our trainer to finally get those spells we didn't have money for earlier. Of course, there's another guy that wants some moonwell water with our feet in it, but again, we don't discriminate, so we offer to help him out this one time. We got those stinky cones Karen wanted us to get, and then we head out to the lake to meet this interesting fellow surrounded by weird vine creatures. Huh, a lot of druid deaths all of a sudden, eh? Anyways, he does his little experiments, then wants us to kill these timberlings that he apparently spawned by accident. Apparently they're also rapidly growing all over the place too, so we gotta pluck those sprouts before they turn into the full monsters. With those done, we got our next level and head back to the wheel for our next challenge. Another free spin! Now, you may think this is a scam, but I do delete every challenge after it's spun. So if anything, this is gonna come back to haunt me in the future. Now that we have our next challenge sorted, we need to head clear across the zone to that moonwell to put our feet into. And since we're close by, we can grab that dream catcher the guy forgot to grab for some reason. We also find this guy upstairs who was playing dead so the furbolgs don't find him, and he just told us to go back to where we came from instead of actually helping. Weird request, but we did and got our next level from the moonwell foot guy who does actually ask us to do it again, but at a different moonwell. With that, we roll our next challenge, and this time we hit Berserker. Now, Berserker was supposed to be renamed to Bloodbath, but I forgot to do that, which means no questing allowed and only killing mobs until the next level. At least we rolled it early. Well, with that, kick off the montage. Okay, so remember that barrow den I mentioned at the beginning of the video? It turns out that place is where the very first questing challenge is on the hardcore add-on, which I just so happened to want to do. Turns out, the achievements section of the add-on got built into the new Ultra Hardcore add-on. It's all mostly the same, but with dungeons added too, which should be real fun. I have to complete Deep in the Benethil Barrow Den by killing Rageclaw before level 10, so this is actually the perfect time to prep that. Now, in order to get that quest, you first have to find this NPC, complete the first quest in the chain by finding a shaman charm that one of the furbolgs is carrying, which, if any of you have done this, knows damn well that this thing is even more rare than Kron's amulet. Then you can get the quest to kill Rageclaw after, and we get a nice little achievement complete window. So, with that in mind, why not do a little bit of cheeky prep by finishing off our current level here and getting that charm in the process. Although, I should mention, this place is dangerous for a reason. Oh, fuck me. Can you take the shaman, buddy? Cute. Well, let's hope we can get it early and get out of here while we still can. Actually, we could do a little bit more of pre-questing here while we have the chance. Turns out, there's 4 different boxes scattered around the den that need to be picked up. If you can get all the charms and bring them back to Dolinar, you can get your very first green. And a damn good one at that. So, why not also do that while we're here? However, each box is typically guarded by a set of 2 furbolgs, so they're kind of hard to get in most cases. Especially the last one, which is at the very bottom of the cave, guarded by a named mob. So, before we try that, we need to finish up our bloodbath level and spin our next challenge. Oh no, I think I'm dead. Fuck. Fuck. Wait, hold on. Wait, this is genius. Genius! We do actually need to spin this rather quickly, because if respawns start happening while we're doing this, we're pretty much just dead. So we hit no RXP, which isn't actually the greatest to spin right now, as this is going to require a reload, which takes more time away from killing mobs, which means the higher chance of us getting surrounded. But that's okay, we have a decent PC, so all is well and good. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, this is not good. Don't heal, don't heal, don't heal, don't heal. Oh, well, I think I'm dead. Yippers. I think that's it for me. No. No. Oh, fuck. I have double potions. Fuck. And there it is. Our very first death on hardcore. But in true hardcore fashion, we go again. Thank you so very much for watching my video, and I hope you enjoyed it. I have a huge task ahead of me, so hopefully you'll tune in for the journey and see how it all unfolds. Also, if you're an editor and would like to work with me, send me a message on Discord, cause I'm not gonna lie, this is tough.